match.
That's right, just like last time. Let's get on with it. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Universe. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, as you can see, using the slow as fuck healing ring. Jesus Christ, there's a reason I put it on fast forward sometimes. Why did they make the healing rings like that? See, they couldn't even wait for Tony to get to full health. They were like, fuck it, dude. Just went to go save it. It's just like... pretty bad. Alright, so we left off on the game establishing Lena's age and then letting us know she's in love with Tyler. And then here we are. And he says, what are these? And then she talked over herself really fast. What did she say? She said, what are these, military machines? And then she said, we don't use this kind of machinery. Tyler's in danger. Tony says, Lena. That might have been excessive, but you know. I couldn't find just that one button. I was like, oh, I'll just hit the other ones. So, okay, so now Lena's a little panicking a little. Because Tyler may or may not be in danger. It appears to be those flowers loading in. the little like cubic polygons. Look, check it out. Oh, right there. They had like these little backgrounds to them, and then the background disappears, and it's just a flat 2D flower by itself. So they may or may not be getting surprise ambushed by the military right now, basically. Something Lena clearly didn't expect, otherwise she wouldn't be freaking out. I don't know how far they're gonna have to go to rendezvous with Tyler and save his life, but we'll do this for now. There's no one to attack, Lena. Chill out. Just telling everybody to spread out and attack. There's no enemies. She says the dock's up ahead. As soon as she said that, I knew there was going to be a cutscene. But that was fast. Lena Tsukaya. They've established both her and Tony are older than Ethan. They're just small. That's a lot of 8 photon reactors. How many was that? Oh, 4. I almost thought I counted like 5. He's like, excellent.
The 8-photon reactor, just as you promised.
Nice doing business with you. Maybe we'll do more in the future.
No, I don't think that will be happening.
Uh-oh. The betrayal.
Hmm?
Surprise, motherfucker!
You lying bastard!
You bastard! I shall destroy all the evidence, and the Guardians along with it.
Why, you
Son of a bitch!
You think you could defeat me?
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Tyler!
Magashi!
Their ship?
Contact Leo and tell him to get over here.
Ethan!
I gotta go rescue this fool's ass. Oh, he's got another one.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, it's 2v1. Let's go. Get his ass. Also, son of a bitch. It sounds quiet. Did it not? Okay, no, it's just me. We're good. Oh!
See if you can defeat this.
I just had my own volume too quiet. Yeah, there we go.
A test of your reflexes.
Die.
Die, he
Damn!
says.
He's getting away!
Tonio!
I like how they just made 3 different copies of a blade to give it a glow effect. Everyone spread out and attack! It's all for Tyler saying that. Which is a generic line that a lot of them say. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Shit. Yeah, in order to make the photon blades glow more in this game, you can see it when it's close enough. They just make like 3 or 4 different copies of the blade right next to each other, like this, in each arm. Like, I think there's like, each arm of this has like 5 or 6 copies of the blade stacked right next to each other, so the glow effect compounds and makes it like really, really shiny. Almost hurts the eyes, honestly. I saw it on Ethan's saber too, so it's just an interesting graphical effect, which is something you probably wouldn't notice if you're playing on the native PS2 or Xbox. Playing this on an emulator on PC, which is likely what they're doing, that's why we can see that. But with how blurry it must have looked back on native... Oh, they're here. How blurry it must have looked back on the native console in those days, you know, especially if you're playing on like a CRT TV and you didn't have an HD TV yet. You wouldn't notice that it was a bunch of blades like this, like all stacked together to make it look real. It would just look like one solid blade that's just really glowy. So I can see why they did that. It was a nice little trick. Leo says, sorry to keep you waiting. What's going on here? Hugo says, why are you fighting alongside a rogue? Ethan says, I'll explain later. Let's take care of them. Tyler says, fighting with the Guardians. He's like, my pride. Like, I can't believe I'm getting backup from Guardians. You know, they say life takes a lot of twists and turns with Tyler, so it is what it is, you know? You gotta adapt. A Grenna beat? Just realized their name makes them related to the Sinnoh beats and those other assholes from episode 2, Phantasy Star Online. Sinnoh barrels or whatever. So many variants. Ooh. Defeated Grenna beat S.
Not bad, but not as good as me.
Alright, Tyler. You're not even a Guardian, alright?
You bastard!
You suck!
You fool. Leave here or die.
Wanna bet?
You son
I'm
of a...
having a really bad day!
He's never seen this?
A test of your...
Well, that didn't last long. Knocked him on his ass, though. Take that, asshole.
Looks like I owe you one.
Okay, well, at least that scene established he's not invincible. We can defeat him. And take him off guard. But, you know. He still won, obviously.
Nah, I was just paying you.
Looks like I owe you one.
Nah, I was just paying you back for sparing us earlier.
That crook.
That's one way to look at it.
Well, he got the reactor, but not me. I can guarantee that he'll pay for his treachery.
Wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. Magashi, a traitor.
We gotta go after him. Who knows what he plans to do next?
His day will most definitely come. And when it does, I want to be there. I must take my leave. Lena!
Tonio.
Lena! We gotta
Well,
go!
somehow she went to go drag his ass back from that hallway where Magashi fucked him up.
All right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Goodbye.
Son of a...
Look at that happy couple.
What? You again?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Bye for now, punks. Oh, we'll get you for this. Maybe not right now, but you better watch your back. Ha!
Yeah, you better keep your eyes open when you sleep. Yeah, we're gonna...
Look at this dude.
2000s anime humor. Y'all know how it goes. Jay, I guess Tyler and Lena are... Because I was wondering if she was just saying that she was in love with him, as in, like, she's in love with him, but she hadn't confessed. But since they were holding hands as they walked away, I guess they are openly a couple then. Because, you know, that happens also in anime all the fucking time, where somebody has feelings for someone else and then they don't fucking say it. So then they're just constantly awkwardly tiptoeing around each other. So I thought maybe for a minute that was going to be Tyler and Lena, but I guess not. Since they were obviously holding hands as they walked away, it's... No, they're openly a couple.
Where am I?
Huh? Ah, you're awake.
Where's
Surprise.
Magashi?
He got away.
He got away.
And Lena?
She left with Tyler.
What? Why didn't you stop her? You guys are useless!
All right, that's enough, Tonio.
But I couldn't do anything to help her. No.
Poor guy.
Well, I guess I'm a full-fledged guardian now.
Ethan, are you there?
Maya.
I was just gonna say real quick, I do feel for him because I've said it before, we've seen situations like that many times previously, and it's just... It does suck to feel like useless to help someone you care about, so I feel for that guy. I do genuinely feel for him there.
Well, I guess I'm a full-fledged guardian now.
Hey!
Ethan, are you there?
Maya. Sure, what is it?
Something's happened to Karen. Ethan, please help me. I beg you.
Of course. But tell me about Karen.
Karen has disappeared.
Disappeared?
You have to come to New Days right away. I'll explain everything there.
Shit, the game's starting to ramp up. Going a mile a minute now suddenly. The first time a chapter ends where it doesn't imply that there's going to be a time gap for the next one. It's just going to go right into the next story beat right away. Almost every single chapter up to this point has been like days, weeks, or months apart. But this time it's like, you need to come over here right away, chapter ends. So it's like you can tell the next chapter is going to start right away at that point, so... Dude, there were a lot of fucking characters involved in this one. Holy shit, look at this. So many main characters made an appearance. Well, I can't say with confidence we're halfway through the game, because again, this player does include non-story stuff in the playthrough. So it's hard to tell still. So I don't know how far into the actual story we are, but we're halfway through the video of the playthrough at least.
Where is Karen? Who is this other Karen that Ethan encounters on New Days?
Oh, that's...
Is there any
Oh, we
truth
know
to-
who the fuck that is. That's totally... They've been hiding it, but it's pretty obvious. It's totally her twin sister, the Divine Maiden, dressed up as her.
Who's Karen that Ethan encounters on New Days?
You can tell by the eye color.
Is there any truth to her story?
Yes, I do pay attention to that. It's not like I just look at her thighs. For both of them, even the Divine Maiden shows a lot of thighs in her normal outfit, but I did look at their eye colors, and they are different, okay? I'm not that perverted. I do look at a woman's face once in a while, alright? Fucking... Don't think that low of me.
Oh, shit! You bastard!
Ethan must hurry. Karen's life hangs by a thread.
Oh, I didn't even hear because of that shit. I didn't even hear what he said.
Who is this other Karen that Ethan encounters on New Days? Is there any truth to her story of abduction? Ethan must hurry. Karen's life hangs by a thread, and there is no time left. Next time on Phantasy Star Universe, Photon Ceiling.
Yeah, that's her eye color. It's that sort of pinkish, sort of violet. Karen's is more of a darkish blue hue, if I remember correctly. It was actually in the scene where they were both in the same room together right before the Divine Maiden passed out. That's where I mostly paid attention to their eye colors, and was because I was comparing them. Obviously, I was like, okay, Karen, her hair is like more dark blue. The Divine Maiden's is a little bit, or like more like purple. It's like between blue and purple, and Divine Maiden's is more like solid blue, but her eyes are like pinkish, and then Karen's are a little bit darker blue, sort of. So it's like I probably can't remember her exact eye color, but I know they were different, and I did remember the Divine Maiden being sort of a pinkish eye color, with her hair color being more blue than Karen's, which is like a little bit more purple, more on the purple side.
Galaxy lies a sun orbited by 3 planets, the Goral system, a place inhabited by humans and their creations, castes, Numens, and beasts. For 500 years, there was war among the races, a seemingly never-ending conflict. Then finally, an era of peace and prosperity that has lasted 100 years. But now a darkness has awoken and threatens the universe.
I make it too easy with that. Starship on the same ship. True that though.
It's our home, so don't say that it's fake. We must not give up to build our future on our dreams. We will never.
Yeah, hers are solid blue with purple hair. There it is. Like I said, I don't just look at her thighs when she's on screen.
Dude, bullshit.
Son of a bitch.
And I was right about the Divine Maiden's hair. It's blue rather than that purple that Karen's got. That bluish purple. Chapter 7, Photon Sealing.
Maya? Sure, what is it?
Something's happened to Karen. Ethan, please help me. I beg you.
Of course. But tell me about Karen.
Karen has disappeared.
Disappeared? What?
You have to come to New Days right away. I'll explain everything there.
Oh, man. Who the heck is that?
Oh, that's the doorbell?
Hey, Ethan. We heard you graduated.
We thought we'd celebrate with you.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I don't have time right now. Goodbye.
Where the hell are these fuckers coming in? They're starting to come out the woodwork over here. Get the
We
fuck out of
came
here.
all the way over here to see you.
Hey, what's wrong? Did something happen?
Forget it, man. It's your loss.
You suck! You son of a bitch!
Alright, I kind of missed that because I had to ban somebody in the chat, but...
What's wrong?
Well, not even a somebody, it was a bot. What the hell happened? Did he literally just...
Ethan, we heard you graduated.
We thought we'd celebrate with you.
Sorry, I don't have time right now. Goodbye.
What?
Huh?
What the fuck?
We came all the way over here to see you.
You bastard!
Hey, what's wrong? Did something happen?
Why not just tell them? This isn't just an anime trope, alright? You see this in, like, even Western soap operas and shit. Why not just fucking tell them what just happened? Like, seriously.
Forget it, man. It's your loss.
You son of a bitch! You suck!
That was unnecessarily rude. He could have just told them. Karen just went... I just heard Karen missing. You know, Karen went missing. One of our fellow guardians. Ethan, why the fuck didn't you just tell them instead of acting like a fucking asshole? That made no fucking sense. But you see that in movies and soap operas and TV shows all the time, dude. You like, why do they do that? Just fucking tell them. That's just like adding unnecessary tension and unnecessary conflict. Basically, artificial drama between characters where it's not even necessary. Yeah, that bot that just came by though, dude, I literally saw two of them in two different streams yesterday. Yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. Advertising the same fucking website. I guess whatever website that is that they're advertising is starting to do some really aggressive marketing because it's always the same one now. It used to be a shit ton of different sites that would be like, oh, dude, you know, the same thing. It'd be like, get this from this website. There was always like a different site, but now it's always that same one. I was like, they've gotten really aggressive. Lumi says, oh, Ethan, I'm so proud of you. I heard you got your official Guardian's license. Is he gonna tell her to fuck off too? Congratulations! We should celebrate. We should throw a big party to celebrate, don't you think? Yeah, we could have with Leo and Tonio, but you know. Ethan decided to be a prick. Ethan says, sorry, but I've got something I need to take care of first. Sorry. Again, why not just tell her? Lumi says, Ethan? My voice failed me there. Ethan? What's with him?
You suck!
I mean, did I miss something? Did Maya say don't tell anyone? I don't think so. I don't remember her saying that. So it's like, I don't see why he's not just telling her. This guy says, it seems that the Divine Maiden is taking a break from all her public duties. What could have happened? Okay, he always talks to this guy. Every chapter. The player. Also, I wonder if they're gonna stay in this outfit. Or if they're gonna switch it up again, or... Oh, they're gonna go shopping, so I'm gonna fast forward.
Welcome. How may I assist you? Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Can I help you? Please come again. Hey there. You want something? Thanks.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Oh, thank you. Hi there. Little B. Come again.
They're gonna go shopping in MoTube, I guess.
Welcome to my store. What can I help you with today? Your patronage is...
Welcome. Can I get you anything today? Thank you for
New
your
armor.
business.
I can change the little color on the
Welcome to my store. What can I help you with today?
little hologram on the clothing.
Your patronage is always welcome. Welcome, welcome. Can I help you? Please come again. Hey there. You want something? Thanks.
Surprised the weapons aren't recharged from last time. We have like 30 minutes of footage that's been edited out. Because the video's at 11:14, but their total playtime on this save file is 11:48. So roughly around 30 minutes. The Pandemonium. The free missions, not story related, so they're just doing a little grinding, which means we're going full 4x speed. YouTube premium privileges. The shooting actually looks kind of, I just realized, saying that and watching that just now, that playing with a gun in one hand and a saber in the other is literally like you're trying to play Devil May Cry over here. Like a slow-mo version of Devil May Cry. Seeing it in 4x speed hit it home for me. My brain made the connection. And I'm sure all the games play differently, but I played a demo of Devil May Cry 4 and I saw my brother play Devil May Cry 1 or 2, I think. And saw that you can make the character shoot a gun with like infinite ammo. Just a pistol though. In one hand and then hold the sword in the other, so it kinda reminded me of that just now. When I started going started shooting hella fast in 4x speed. This feels kind of like doing a duty support duty or using the trust system in FF14 or something. Except this looks and feels more interesting just because of the fact that it's not every single dungeon isn't just the same static formula of, you know, 2 mob packs and a boss, 2 mob packs and a boss, 2, you know, 2 mob packs and the last boss. And spamming the same exact AoE combo over and over, which is usually like 2 or 3 buttons at best for most classes.
Not bad at all. You show real promise.
Well, thanks, Hugo. Being able to switch weapon types and mix it up a little bit, it's kind of nice. I wish I was being sarcastic, like just to take a jab at that game, but honestly, I'm not really the type to do that. It's just real talk, honestly. Like the more I keep trying to play FF14 offline to do like whatever, and the more I see and play these other games like Phantasy Star Online and this game, I can't help but feel that most of the criticism that game's getting right now is actually spot on. It is very, very dull and samey. And they're only making it worse by homogenizing the job classes even more with each patch that happens.
Welcome, welcome. Can I help you?
It's pretty weird what they're doing, but
Please come again.
Welcome. Can I get you anything today? Thank you for your business.
But yeah, I can't find myself being able to defend that game right now. I'm just like, you know what?
Hey there. You want something?
Just by watching other games like this, I'm like, yeah, why does this game is from the mid-2000s. Why does it feel more interesting to watch and play than FF14 right now? Like, that's pretty bad.
Thanks.
It's pretty bad.
Welcome, welcome. Can I help you? Please come again.
We're in our destination location, so I don't think I should raise it up to 4 times speed because we're probably going to the next MSQ soon. Alright, here we go. Communion of Garal, Pavilion of Air. Guy says, hey you! You're with the Guardians, aren't you? Around here, have you seen, no. Forget it. What's he talking about? Well, I guess we're not going in there then. Somewhere else? Oh, they're gonna do another free mission, I think. Yep. Alright. Now this is, I'm glad this is not an FF14, alright? I will say, I will give it a compliment when I can. I'm glad there's no waste of time mechanics like this. Gimmicks like this shit definitely are a big no-no. The whole thawing out the ice thing, or even the one in the farm. Putting aside gimmicky mechanics like this, though, the idea of just being able to go treasure hunting like this, especially on the higher difficulties, and being able to find like a rare or unique weapon that you can't get anywhere else. I think I said this before, when we first started like Phantasy Star Online, I think. This is what they should have done with variant dungeons in Endwalker. That would have given them infinitely more replay value than just giving them, what, 12 different story paths? Most of which feel like the same shit over and over, with a tiny ass variance. With like a really tiny change. I do like that it did change the boss mechanics though, the path you took. That was nice, even if, again, there was only like 4 or 5 different bosses across all 12 story paths. I did like that their mechanics did change depending on the path you took. Or you fought different bosses entirely. So they did do some things right with that, but when it comes to replay value, the fact that you knew you were never gonna actually get any loot worthwhile from it. I mean, at least when you play this game, like I said, you have a chance of finding some rare equipment you can't get anywhere else, and well, it feels cool. Like, I don't know how else to put it. I don't know why. There, it's like, you know, you're just gonna get some generic equipment that's probably just like a reskin or a redye of something else. It's never gonna be an item level that's gonna make a difference, because there's only one, like, there's only one way to get the highest level shit, and that's to, you know, to grind out the hardcore content like Savage Raids or something else. But they can at least give you a weapon with a unique design, even if it's not, you know, for glamour. Even if it's not high stats or anything. But it's like they didn't even really do that. Or again, even if they do, it's, you have to play like the most hardcore sweaty version of the variant dungeon, the Criterion or whatever. Or Criterion Savage, which is even worse because it's basically just permadeath. And then the weapon was literally just an added effect. It was the same weapon as the one you get for the tomes, with generic tomestones or whatever, but with a special added glowy effect to it. And that's it. It wasn't even like that much flashier. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that game. Yeah, it doesn't take much to play other games, even older ones like this, to realize they're really dropping the ball with that game. Alright, we're moving on with the story finally. And yeah, I was pretty much just filling time for that mission because there was obviously no story content going on. I had to talk about something. Because that's what I do on my channel. Yeah. So, deal with it. Hugo says, Ethan, you're late.
You bastard!
Ethan says, yeah, so where's Karen? Hugo says, I can't yet say for sure, but now that we've got someone special helping us, we can't lose. Special? Is that a way of complimenting Maya? Ethan says, huh? Who? Like the headmaster? Oh, I think he probably means the other Karen. I think that's what he's talking about. Hugo says, no, not the headmaster. Good heavens. I can't believe you made a person of such status wait. Okay, it's the Divine Maiden. Ethan says, what status? Hugo says, let's hurry to the meeting room then. Meanwhile, Maya hasn't said shit.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Looks like we meet again.
Not Karen.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Maiden.
Sorry to confuse you like that.
I brought over Karen's spare gear for her. Get this. Turns out that Karen and the Maiden are long-lost twins.
You don't say!
You're kidding me!
What she says is
Surprise,
true.
motherfucker!
Apparently, my mother had fled with Karen, my twin sister, when I was just a child.
Who would have thought?
I saw it all when I touched Karen for the first time in a brief, overwhelming vision.
Oh, I see.
That's why she passed out.
Was the one that let us know that Karen had been abducted.
Then you know who did it.
I'm afraid it was my father. No, I mean our father, who has taken her away, Dogi Mikuna.
What? But that makes no sense. What the fuck? Why would he kidnap his own child?
I believe he is hiding something from me. I feel that somehow this is all related to why my mother ran away with her in the first place.
Seeing her like this, I've also noticed their eyelashes are different.
Well, what are we doing here? We gotta find Karen.
Oh, I be forever grateful if you take me with you.
Huh? Divine Maiden. It might not be safe.
He's right. Your presence is needed here for the people.
But don't you understand? I need to know what happened between my mother and my father, and what he plans to do with my sister.
Maiden.
We might need her help.
Please? I promise I won't be a burden to you.
All right then. We'll find her together.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go.
It's kind of funny seeing her because it's like seeing a completely different version of Karen, you know? That, like, her personality, her voice. She's a complete opposite. Instead of being like hardened, you know, battle hardened and all stuff, she's just like this dainty little flower. Please take me with you. But she looks just like Karen. It's kind of funny. Ethan says, you know, I still don't know where we're going. The Divine Maiden, I guess. They haven't given her a proper name. Or they didn't, I forgot it. She says, my father's techniques research facility is at a renovated temple on the Shikon Islands. I'm positive they're there. Maya says, after preparations are complete, form the party. We'll head to the Shikon Islands by G-Flyer. The Divine Maiden says, I didn't tell anyone that I was coming here. We must be careful. I'm sure they'll be looking for me. Maya says, I'll try to get the maiden to the flyer base without being noticed. We don't want to cause too much of a panic. When you register the party, you only need to register me and Hyuga. Okay, so she's not going to help in battle. The mission Karen's Rescue is now available from the Otoku City flyer base. The participation of Maya and Hyuga is required for this mission. Maya says, well then, dismissed. The maiden says, I didn't inform anyone that I was coming here. So there's a chance it could become a problem. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. Ethan says, it's alright, don't worry about it. The maiden says, thank you. We gotta get rid of Lucame. Hyuga says, let's hurry to the flyer base. Maya says, I'll take care of the maiden. Let's just meet up at the flyer base. The Lu clone, I guess, says, you seem rather surprised, Mr. Weber. Ethan says, completely. I mean, the Divine Maiden is here. He says, control yourself. Only the smallest contingency of Guardians know of her presence. Ethan says, fine, I can keep it under wraps. Lu says, it is a concern to me that you seem to be ruled by your emotions. Ethan says, you don't trust me at all, do you? She's like, who the hell would?
Bruh. You suck!
This just keeps getting better and better.
You know, people probably think we kidnapped the maiden.
I'm sorry if I'm causing trouble.
Let's just hurry and get aboard a shuttle.
You there. Hold on a minute.
Shit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What's up?
That doesn't look
I was
shady
gonna
at
ask
all.
you that. Where are you headed?
Huh? Oh,
We're on our way to the Shikon Islands for a class project.
Shikon, huh? What are you gonna study there?
We are going to observe the, evolution of the fauna there.
Right, Ethan?
Huh? Oh, right, exactly.
Bruh. Wait a moment.
Yeah. Can't you let us through just this once? Come on. You wouldn't mind us doing a little biology research, huh?
More sweet
No.
talking.
Of course not. Go on through. Have a good trip.
Thank you very much. Let's go, let's go.
Flirty Maya strikes again. What the hell was that?
Let's go,
Was
let's
she
go.
not T-posing, but they definitely meant for her to be more removed off screen before her character model stopped moving. The maidens. She was just kind of like stuck in a running animation, but just, you know, like a statue. Sweet talking Maya strikes again. Karen's rescue. In the Shikon Islands. Karen has been kidnapped. Her father is the perpetrator. Infiltrate the research facility where he is hiding and rescue Karen. No wonder he was eager to help her with her heritage. He probably knew. Right away. Maya says, from here we'll trek to the old Hakura temple grounds. Ethan says, how come? If we go by flyer, we can fly right up to it, can't we? I think I like how they go out of their way to address this every single time, about why we don't just fly straight there. Why do we always park somewhere hella far off and have to go through this whole dungeon full of monsters? It's like whoever wrote the story just knew that people were constantly going to make jokes about that, about the fact that we can't just fly to like the destination. Kind of like, I remember seeing a joke meme, this was in the early days of the internet, about why Mega Man doesn't just teleport straight to the boss room if he can teleport. Why does he teleport to like the furthest point in the area and then you have to go through a dungeon full of assholes to reach the boss or something, right? There was a meme, like comic book post of it, where Mega Man asked Dr. Light that question. He says, why don't you just teleport me straight to like where the Robot Master is or where Dr. Wily is instead of, you know... Because it starts off with Dr. Light telling him he got the coordinates for like for Dr. Wily's castle or some shit, and you always have to climb your way up through all the different floors in every game, right? So he says that, and then Dr. Light just pauses for a second, and he silently waddles over to him, and then bitch slaps him, and he says, "Are you a doctor? No? Huh?" He's like, "No, I am. I'm the one with the brains here. PhD, that's me, all right?" He said, "Don't ever question me again." He just goes off on Mega Man right after bitch slapping him, like saying, "Don't fucking question me." It was a really good comic or whatever. It was a good meme post. And so they do the same thing here. It's like the writer definitely knows they're gonna get like memed on for that shit, so they're trying to get ahead of it, and they're always trying to put some kind of lore-friendly in-game explanation from the characters about why you never just go to the destination, why you land somewhere far away, you know? There's always a reason for it. Here we go. Maya says there are 2 reasons. First, since we're trying to rescue Karen from her father, we don't want to show up in a noisy flyer. It'll give us away. Then Karen might be moved to another location. Yeah, that makes sense. If that happens, we're finished. The Divine Maiden says, yes, if father is alerted, then it may be difficult to ascertain my sister's location. Maya says the second reason is the same reason we had to walk in the Mizuraki CD before. Which is... Oh, right, the Gogs. Ethan says Gogs? Maya says correct. I'll take down the flyer. Unfortunately, this area is crawling with Gogs. If we travel by flyer, there's no question that we'll be taken down. This POV is fan service alone, just with their default stance right here. It's the outfit. Hugo says, how irritating. We're so close to the temple. Better get your ass walking then. Any delay will just put Karen in more danger. The maiden says, either way it's a risk, but I agree with Maya. Hugo says, but Ethan says, if the maiden herself says it's better this way, then I, for one, trust her. Oh, look at you. It's our duty and our mission to protect her, so let's just do it, okay? She is the first, like, main character Ethan met at the beginning of this entire story, so... he has no reason not to trust her. Like, she's helped him, and he's helped her several times. They've saved each other's lives plenty of times. That has been a running sort of gag. The Divine Maiden says, thank you for your support, Mr. Weber. Ethan says, no sweat. He's trying to nail both of them. He's going for, he's like, they're twins. That's like a man's ultimate dream, is twins, man. Like, I gotta go for both. he's trying to get in the DMs of both the Divine Maiden and Karen at the same time, and then start a group chat with them. Get a three-way going, man. Look at Hugo, see? Hugo's already getting jealous. He's just like, you suck. He ain't like that at all. He's getting jealous. Maya says, wait a minute, everyone calm down. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. What do you mean? We came fully prepared. Ethan's confused. What you mean? See, Hugo got mad jealous because he saw what I saw. He knew also. He's like, these fools trying to get into both their DMs. What was this guy's name again? I keep forgetting it. Bald fucker says, hey, what took you so long? I know, it's his most defining feature. I don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Bruce! That's what my mind was telling me to start with B, but it wasn't bald fucker. I was kind of like, it's B, but what is it? It's I've been watching Xenosis Vex too much, man. This whole chat calling him bald all the time. I just couldn't help but go there, and then my mind was like, it's because it starts with a B, it's a B, it's a B, and then I finally remembered it's Bruce. Ethan says, you! Maya says, it's been a long time, Bruce. There we go. Ethan says he knows Maya, too. Bruce says, what? You guys are here? You guys are here, too? We have to stop meeting like this. You seem different today, little lady. The maiden says, well... Look at her, the way she's standing gives it away, too. Maya says, Bruce, concentrate. Let's get down to business. Like, don't try to hit on my sister, alright? Do you have the goods ready to go? Bruce says, hey now, you know I always come through, Maya. Leave it to me. Oh, what the hell? Ethan says, what's that? Looks like that motorcycle they used at the beginning of Mega Man X2. And then Mega Man X4. We'll be traveling part of the way on these floaters. Not floater with a T, with a D. Floaters. We should be able to cut down a lot of travel time with these. Bruce says, if you need a lesson on how to ride them, let me know. Oh yeah, you do pilot these manually, I remember that. Ask how to use the floater. Bruce says, what do you want to know? Basic operation. Get on with the X button, accelerate with triangle. Turning is used, left analog stick to turn, yeah. Straightforward. HP gauge. Collision with mines will result in damage. The floater will break down if its HP drops to 0. If the floater breaks down, you'll be returned to the starting point. So basically... try again. Alright. Bruce says, if you have any questions, let me know. Trial start, of course. Run, Ethan! Clear the swamp area with the floater. They even got a little music. Alright, it's mixing it up. I like it. We're playing, Jet Moto. That is a deep cut, I know. I don't think I've ever heard anybody reference that game in the last 10 to 15 years except me. Just now. Anybody who ever played demo discs on PlayStation 1 will know what that is, though. Or maybe you actually bought and played a Jet Moto game. The game was fun for what it was. I don't know how many sequels it did or didn't get. Really? That was...
Oh, shit!
Didn't lose HP, though. This is riveting. It's just like... Bruh. I was hoping for like a fast-paced action chase sequence with like enemies or something instead, but... Oh shit. Well, that was fucking close. I guess we can get this instead. Oh my god. Invisible corners. Alright, here we go. Now we're speeding up. Block A3. Last block. The formula. Even this game has one. Oh my god.
A test of your reflexes.
A failed one at that, but yeah. I don't know if they took like 21 points of damage from the two mines combined, or if it only registered one explosion as damage. Either way, they got fucked up on that. Feel the music though. Trial cleared. All done.
I'll give you credit. You're pretty good.
Son of a bitch.
He's like, you're pretty good at handling a bike. I must say something about you. She's gonna be like, but can you handle a woman? And then porn music starts playing, and I'll leave it at that. Maya says, from here on out, we should be able to be careful not to make a commotion. Bruh. Let's travel on foot. The maiden says, you're right. There will be guards patrolling the temple. Hugo says, let's proceed with caution. Maiden, did you know about Karen? She says, I knew that I had a sister, but I had heard she passed away. Ethan says, Maiden. She says, it was so wonderful to discover she was alive. For these past 2 weeks, we've gotten along so well and have become very close. Aw, they had sister bonding time. It's the first time I've had someone my own age to talk to. Oh, because she's always isolated from the public because of her status and all that, yeah. So she really doesn't have any friends. She says, I've never felt so close to another person. Ethan says, oh. The maiden says, she spoke very highly of you, Mr. Weber. Oh, here we go. Ethan says, really? Like she likes me? The maiden says, she said that although you can be rash, you are very reliable. Oh, he's blushing. Look at him. Ethan's like, really? He's like, I'm in. The maiden says, I think so too. Like, I agree with her, basically. From the first time we met, I sensed you had the strength to make change. This is good. Ethan says, Oh, now he's blushing from her compliments. Oh, Hugo's pissed, man. He's like, why the fuck is Ethan getting all the attention from the women right now, man? What the fuck is this?
Oh, shit.
Hugo says, Maiden, do you sense anything in me? Oh my god, now it's a little pathetic. Come on, Hugo. He couldn't just not. Like, this is a little sad now. Hopefully she'll give him a compliment to make him feel better. Oh, she says, well, not, You know, I'm sorry. Everyone, please call me Mireille. Finally, we have a name. She changed the subject. Poor Hugo, man. He's just like, fuck! She's like, sorry, you're not the main character, so no. You're kind of just there, Hugo. you're just there to look handsome and be a supportive side character. Sorry. Ethan says, oh, all right, Mireille. And I'm fine with Ethan. Hugo says, and please, call me Hugo. Mireille says, all right, Ethan, Hugo. Nice dodge. You totally got out of, you know, saying or not saying anything good about Hugo. She didn't say anything bad either, but you know, she obviously had nothing to say about him having any kind of outstanding qualities, man.
You suck.
Poor Hugo. Anyway, Mireille says, ugh. Uh-oh. Is her sister in trouble? Ethan says, Mireille. Mireille says, Father, what are you doing to her? Please, let's hurry. My sister needs our help. Ethan says, yes, let's go. Yeah, I like that transition out of the cutscene. We've seen it a few times, but it is neat. His weapons just spawn, and you just go. Okay, that cutscene's actually a good stopping point. I just realized we hit an hour there. So I'll probably start from here. Oh, Mireille is part of the party. There's just no partner card because she obviously just shares a character model for the most part, with a few tweaks, of course. But she mostly just shares a character model with Karen, and they didn't want you having two different partner cards of someone that looks almost the same and fights the same. I wouldn't be surprised if she uses different attacks, but like you only get to play with her in your party for this like one mission, and that's it. Like she's obviously not going to stick around for you to be able to call on her for free missions, you know. Mireille Mikuna. Let me see what kind of weapon she pulls out though, real quick. I am curious. None. Oh wait, she spawned something. A staff, because she's a force, of course. Yeah, alright. Cool. Well, like I said, that's it for me for now, folks. I'm gonna leave it there. Doing this in small doses. My schedule's been a little busy lately. But yeah, I try to do at least 1 hour whenever that happens, when my schedule gets busy. So there it is. And I'm trying to also get a consistent start time for my stream, which right now it's become like between 5 and 5:30. I seem to be a little bit more consistent with that than I was with the 4 to 4:30 time slot that I was trying before. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching as always. I appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube where we decide to watch. Thank you very much. And as always, please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night. And remember, we're on the same ship. Starship Earth.
Son of a bitch.
That was probably the corniest fucking exit I ever did.